The 31 Disasters Prophecy was written by Sollog on October 4th, 2002. It was released to usenet and time-stamped that day. Since it was released, all 17 cities named by Sollog were struck by historic level hurricanes in the USA by the year 2017. The following is the prophecy featuring the voice of Sollog. To date, the 13 earthquakes have not yet to occur, but Sollog says they will soon start. Look for dates connected to 113 for the historic earthquakes that will humble the USA. Then nuclear terrorism will strike Washington, D.C. Sollog has since released his asteroid warnings, stating an extinction-level event asteroid is set to hit the Earth after the year 2022. Thus far, Sollog says the date is set for January 20th, 2023. 99.9% of humanity is set to be killed by the nuclear winter that follows that asteroid strike. The survivors of humanity will be located in 3 safe zones, says Sollog. The safe zones are high mountain areas in Canada, South America, and northern China. Here is the 31 Disasters Prophecy, featuring the voice of Sollog. 31 Disasters. Today is the 4th day of the 10th month in the year 2002. 7 years to the day was when I first appeared in the U.S. federal court system. On that day, 7 years to today, I gave the future for all to see. Now today I shall give the locations of 31 disasters. 7 years ago today, I warned of the devastation of the hurricane named Opal. The next day, the 3rd worst disaster in the history of the USA occurred. The cane named Opal struck the line of tragedy from Oklahoma City through Miami, Corpus Christi, and New Orleans, when connected to Pensacola, formed the line of hurricane tragedy. I shall now give 17 names of cities that shall be struck with great hurricanes. The cities are all located on 4 hurricane lines of tragedy. I shall also give 13 names of cities that shall be struck with great earthquakes. The cities are all located on 4 earthquake lines of tragedy. The 31st tragedy is man-made, since it is an act of nuke terrorism. The city that is struck by nuke terrorism is Washington, D.C. Already, D.C. is paralyzed by fear of nuke terrorism. Soon, a nuclear explosion from terrorists make it a reality. Silly little humans in the great Satan, which is Susa or Satan, USA. Your cities in the Gulf of Mexico and on the East Coast all form lines of tragedy. 4 lines of tragedy connect your great cities in the Gulf and on the East Coast. 17 cities shall be struck by great hurricanes in the USA. These are the lines of tragedy that shall be where great hurricanes destroy. The reasons are so clear, but these I shall soon give for all to hear. Now listen closely to what is so near. My magic wand of celestial rule shall now draw 4 lines of tragedy on a map of the USA. The first line is from Boston through Miami. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great hurricanes. Miami, Cape Fear, Cape Lookout, Norfolk, Rehoboth Beach, and Atlantic City. The second line is from Corpus Christi to Boston. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great hurricanes. Corpus Christi, Galveston, and Port Arthur. The third line is from Miami through Oklahoma City. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great hurricanes. St. Petersburg and Tampa. The fourth line is from Corpus Christi to Charleston. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great hurricanes. Morgan City, New Orleans, Biloxi, Mobile, Savannah, and Charleston. These 4 lines control the near future of great hurricanes that cause much death and destruction. These are the names of the great hurricanes to strike the 17 cities I have named above: Marco, Nana, Omar, Paloma, Isabel, Juan, Rose, Alex, Danielle, Nicole, Dennis, Lee, Helene, Michael, William, Gabrielle, Michelle. These 17 great hurricanes shall strike the 17 cities I have listed above that lie on 4 lines of hurricane tragedy. These tragedies show the world that I am Sollog. I am the Word of One, the Holy One, the Lord God Almighty. For 7 years I have played with you mortals. Now my word shall destroy all that is evil in mine eye. Behold, I am the first and last. Behold, I am the Lord God Almighty. The Torah explains, my word controls the winds. My word shakes the ground. My word creates all there is. Now I shall name 13 cities that are in the beast named Susa. These 13 cities shall all be struck by great earthquakes, for my word shakes the ground. Behold, I am the God of gods. The 13 cities in Satan, USA, or Susa, to be struck by great earthquakes are named below. Never again shall man doubt the word of Lord God Almighty. Now obey the Torah, silly little mortals. I am Hayah, the God of Moses. Now obey the Quran, my servants. I am Allah, the God of Abraham. Satan, USA, you art Susa, the beast and horror of Babylon. Behold, my wrath shall destroy your cities. Behold, my wrath shall destroy your nation. Behold, my wrath shall scatter your people. In my hand is a potter's vessel of clay. With a reed I scratched the name of Susa on the vessel of clay. Behold, I throw the vessel of clay upon the ground. Susa now lies scattered as I curse the condemned nation of Satan, USA, which is Susa. I strike my rod into the ground of Susa. The bowels of the earth obey my commands. Shake the earth to shatter Susa into many pieces. 13 cities in Susa shall now be destroyed by great earthquakes. The 13 cities to be destroyed by great earthquakes are all located on 4 lines of earthquake tragedy. These are the 4 lines of earthquake tragedies that all 13 cities I have condemned lie upon. The first line of great earthquake tragedy is from San Diego to Seattle. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great earthquakes: San Diego, Los Angeles, Portland, and Seattle. The second line of great earthquake tragedy is from San Antonio to San Francisco. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great earthquakes: San Antonio, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and San Francisco. The third line of great earthquake tragedy is from New York to Tucson. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great earthquakes: New York, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. The fourth line of great earthquake tragedy is from Reno to Washington, D.C. It connects the cities soon to be struck by great earthquakes: Salt Lake City and Lincoln, Nebraska. These 4 lines control the locations of the great earthquakes at the locations I have given. I have named the locations of 30 acts of God in the near. 17 hurricanes and 13 earthquakes shall cause all to fear. The 31st location is to be struck is from an act of man. That location is Washington, D.C., and it is nuclear explosion. Now I shall explain why the wrath of Lord God Almighty shall soon destroy Satan, USA, or Susa. Behold, Susa, these are your grievous sins. Susa was the nation that dared to develop forbidden nuclear technology. Susa was the nation that used nuclear devices on innocents. Susa once again threatens to use nuclear devices on more innocents. Susa destroyed the great nations of my innocent natives. Susa worships a false god. There was no Jesus. Susa enslaved for centuries my innocents from Africanus. Susa has violated universal law by the use of alien technology. Behold, Susa, it is now past the 7 years of my first warning in your false courts of corrupt laws. Behold, Susa, my word shall now destroy your great cities. Behold, Susa, I shall shatter your nation and humble your arrogant people. Behold, Susa, I am the Lord God Almighty. Written the 4th day of the 10th month of the year 2002 of the Common Era.